is good? What's happening, everybody? It's your boy Ferris Blana, and welcome to another edition of Good Friends, Better Rivals. This edition, we had to do it late. I got called into work, but every Monday, we will be here every Monday.
At some time.
At some time, we try to aim for 1:30. Try to do it early in the day so people can go on their merry way. Today, I had work. I apologize. I deeply apologize to everyone. I probably have offended or not offended, or I think I've offended.
I'm offended. I'm very offended.
Caleb's offended. Everyone's offended. We're all offended. But let's get right into it. This week, unfortunately, unlike last week, both teams didn't win. This week, it was
kind of like the week when we beat y'all. Kind of like that week, right?
I don't know why you had to do that, because you act like I was gonna make fun of you or something. You're assuming.
Well, I'm just saying. I think you already did. I mean, you kind of straight out there how both teams didn't win.
Yeah, because I'm sad that both teams didn't win, because last week we were both happy.
Sad? Oh, you're sad? Sad?
Yeah, I am. You lost to the Eagles.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I am sad.
Oh, yeah.
If you beat them, we would have been a 3-way tie.
I can see the tears in your eyes.
I'm not gonna cry for you, but I am sad.
Well, okay.
And the best case scenario is that both of you tied, but you didn't. So unfortunately, you lost to the Eagles. I'm mad that you lost to the Eagles. I hate the Eagles. Here's the thing. All right, let's break it down. My hatred for my arch rivals. I don't care about the Washington football team. Who cares about them? Who cares? They think they're rivals with us people. They're not. Who gives a damn? I hate y'all because y'all have this like weird pompous arrogance about you, which is unearned, because y'all have sucked for 20 years. You know what I mean? So it throws me off. The Eagles,
we've sucked 20 years, still have more Super Bowls than you. So
you have one more.
It's still more, and we sucked for 20 years, just like you said. So
let me finish my point.
How sad is that? Let me finish my point. For 20 years.
Let me finish my point. Hey, let me finish my point. Eagles, I just have a distaste for them. I hate everything about them. I hate their jerseys. I hate their fans. I hate their field. There are people on that team that I think are nice people, but I hate them. I don't like Darius Slay, even though he's a wonderful man. I've seen multiple interviews. I don't like him. You know why I don't like him? He's wearing the Eagles uniform. I loved him when he was a Detroit Lion. He was phenomenal. Big fan. I don't like them. I don't like anything about them. They make me want to vomit. I would rather have a conversation with Buffalo Bill in his cave than ever mingle with Eagles fans. That's how much I hate them. I can mingle with you people because it's very easy to piss y'all off, because it's easy to make y'all angry. Eagles fans are nasty. They're not a good group of people. Like when they had that graveyard in the parking lot. You remember that graveyard in the parking lot where they had Sean Taylor's headstone? Like, bro, that was not okay. I'm sorry. I'm not a big fan of Eagles fan. I'm quite perturbed that you didn't beat them. I'm really angry you didn't beat them. I thought y'all were gonna win a defensive slugfest.
How do you think I feel? What do you you're sad?
Yeah. Yes, AJ Brown was a good. I loved AJ Brown, but he's an Eagle, so I hate him. I defended AJ Brown in Tennessee. I despise that man. All right, Caleb, take us through. We're actually going, after Monday Night Football. Let's break down. Did you watch Monday Night Football?
Yeah.
I didn't, because the Broncos were on. I will never watch any Broncos games ever. Like, that's not happening this year. I won't do it. So break down Monday Night Football for me. Like, what were your biggest takeaways from it? Because I didn't watch it. I was rewatching the Giants game.
Brandon Staley's not that great of a coach, even though he ended up winning the game. Not getting his offense going. I mean, Justin Herbert is supposed to be this all great quarterback. And he doesn't look like it at times. And then, Broncos started off hot. You thought maybe they changed something up. Maybe they got it going, but now they fall right back into what they've been. Russell Wilson looks like crap. After, because he got 10-point lead. After that, he just kind of sucked, like he has been sucking. And then it just turned into an ugly game after that. Went into overtime, back and forth, punting back and forth. till finally really just the Broncos got a luck. I mean, the Chargers got a lucky ass because the guy got blocked into the return guy who was going to catch the ball, and he obviously the
Muffed
ball
it.
touched him. Chargers recovered and they kicked the field goal. So they really just won by luck. They didn't really win by being the better team than the Broncos, honestly.
Yes, Adelia, you made the right choice by watching the hockey game tonight. Good job. Good job. Yeah, it's the Broncos. I'm not gonna watch the Broncos. Not doing it. It's not happening. I would rather watch a game that I already played than I would rather watch archival footage of 1940s football than ever watch Broncos football now. I just don't do it. I won't do it. Sorry, I won't do it. But Caleb,
We'll say one thing right now. How about them Cowboys?
Why would you play the clip?
I don't know. It's the Cowboys clip.
Yeah, but we didn't.
We always play it when we talk about the Cowboys.
Yeah, because we won.
Oh, Chris, you want the other clip?
I want me some glory hole.
Unfortunately, you couldn't get no glory hole tonight or this week, Jerry. Caleb, break down the Cowboys for me. Sunday Night Football.
Well, we lost 26-17. Cooper Rush finally lost a game, and it's just been what I've been saying. He's not that good. Not that good of a quarterback. He's a good backup, not a good starter quarterback. Can't go with him for a long term. It's going to give you some wins, and that's what he did. He got us some wins. Did his job, was solid, but when he was going up against an offense that was going to be able to score points, guess what he couldn't do? He couldn't score points like he'd been doing. He can't score enough points to get us a win in a shootout. That's just not his game. And he did what he hasn't been doing all season, and that's turning over the ball. He's been very good at not doing that, and he had 3 picks. I mean, he was throwing some lousy ass balls, just terrible decisions. And those were that was pretty much what the game came down to, is those 3 picks. It put the defense in rough spots. Obviously, the Eagles had great field position. We turned it over on downs as well. So pretty much all night they just had good, at least in that first half, they just had great field position, and that's how they scored all their points. Obviously we win by our defense, and when we put the defense in positions like that, it's hard to say like, oh, defense save us when. I mean, when they start at the 30.
They're tired. They're on the field all the time. Because Caleb, like I said a couple weeks ago, the reason you guys win is that you make sure your offense doesn't score a lot of points. Is that it's that your offense allows your defense to rest.
And
then when
honestly,
they're back in the game,
even if we don't score in those drives, even if we just punt the ball, it might be a different game. Even if we, if they just aren't interceptions right there, and we actually punt the ball and put them back. Because that's what we've been doing in other games, we might still had a chance in this one. It really was the fact that he threw the interceptions when he threw them. That's what lost us the game. It wasn't a total failure on offense. We obviously came back. We made it a 3-point game. It was 20-17. So it wasn't total loss in offense. We did really good at running the ball. Zeke had 13 carries for 81 yards and a touchdown. He has like one of his best averages of the season with 6.2. Pollard did pretty good as well for 44 yards. So overall, we
you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Overall, I think the offense run blocked pretty well, and pretty much pass blocked pretty well as well, because Cooper Rush didn't have any sacks. He did force him to make the bad throws, but for the most part, they held up pretty well. So I mean, I'm not too scared of what the Eagles. That's this fierce Eagles defense that people have been saying was so great. I feel like with Dak, it's going to look a lot worse for them because we were able to drive right down the field and score 17 straight points on them after they went up 20. So I'm really not fearing this fierce Eagles defense that everybody's been talking about.
Shout out to Adelia, by the way. Shout out to Adelia. Shout out to D Weezy, co-host of Betting the NFL. Shout out to Ravens Online on Gatekeepers. Shout out to Tony Hendo. He had me on his show on Monday where, I showed him what winners look like. This guy, winner. Shout out to Coach Evans. Shout Sip to Tally Films. They had a live stream today. 6 o'clock my time, 9 o'clock their time. It was a good round table. I think we went about like an hour, 40 minutes. It was like Jose, it was Coach, it was Tendo, it was Mike, it was Brodney, and it was Chris. Chris, just joking. Follow them men. Pretty damn good show. It was a good round table discussion. Continue, Caleb.
Yeah, overall, I just think the major problem was we got coached. Dan Quinn for the first time. I think he's been with us.
Nick Sirianni finally. Oh, Sirianni outcoached him, is what you're saying.
Yeah, because I wasn't totally impressed with Jalen Hurts did. I mean, he went 15 for 25 for 155 yards and got 2 easy touchdowns because they were right there at the goal line when they started the possession. Very not impressed with what Jalen Hurts did throwing the ball.
Caleb, question: all. Do you think the penalties hurt the offense too?
Absolutely.
Was there a lot of penalties on you guys?
Oh yeah, we had like 10 penalties. Again, I was going to get to that when I got to what Mike McCarthy did.
Okay, continue. I apologize.
But yeah, he out schemed us. Pretty much Sirianni out schemed our defense by doing the RPOs. He isolated Michael Parsons and basically didn't block him and just let him go after Jalen Hurts, which basically made him have to make the decision whether to go after Hurts or go after the receiver. And basically when Michael Parsons got sucked in, he just tossed the receiver, touchdown. And he did that the same play twice, and it killed us.
The RPO action
just totally fooled him. And it just, that, like I said, most of what Jalen Hurts is doing, I think for pretty much the whole season. Now, like I said, he's not impressive. He's not an impressive quarterback. It's basically all schemed up for him to score like that. It's really all the system. It's not really him doing really much.
We're going to talk about a lot of how coaching is over. Coaching has been the main key of one of the Giants. I'm going to talk about a lot about coaching.
Yeah. And then they obviously we've had problems stopping the run, and I thought Jalen Hurts was going to run on. He didn't really run on us. No. He only had like 27 yards rushing. He didn't really, and then most of it was on just like one big play.
Miles Sanders, 18 carries, 71 yards.
Yeah, that was the problem. We couldn't get anything. We couldn't stop them in the middle. I mean, they were just driving it right up the middle with their running backs and then doing their RPOs to the side, and it was just killing. We couldn't stop it. Like I said, it was pretty much all scheme, and they were just exploiting the fact that our defensive line is to get up the field and rush the quarterback, and
they definitely
exploited that.
We have a lot of pass rushers who pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. Not a lot of guys who love run stopping.
We can run stop when we put all our guys, like obviously fill the box and stop the run, because we do that good when they're in the red zone. We stop teams from running the ball when they're in the red zone. They don't really. That's why they don't really score on us. It's when we have to make the decision whether we're going to pass rush or stop the run. But we have to make that, and Dan Quinn has to make that decision. But overall, we that's what we do. We pass rush, and overall, we did a great job at pass rushing because we sacked Jalen Hurts 4 times. Obviously, Dorrance Thompson again had a sack. Dante Fowler had a sack. Just our same guys showing up again, and we got after Jalen Hurts. But it's just like I said, just major problems with the RPO. But overall, I think they pretty much showed us all what they got, and they beat us by 9 points. We had a chance in the game, and we had our backup quarterback in there. I think for next time when we have Dak, it's not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same. Like I really don't think so.
Continue. I'll be
right
back.
Prescott's okay. Go ahead. I think if Dak Prescott, if Dak Prescott had played in this game, I think he would have won. I'm like I said, not impressed with the Eagles. The Eagles, I think we're a better team than the Eagles. I think we have more talent than the Eagles. I think we're a better overall team than the Eagles. We have Dak in there. We're beating them. If we don't throw those 3 interceptions, we're beating them. But like I said, it's bad decisions by Mike McCarthy. He just totally mismanaged this game. when we went on before one of the drives, CeeDee Lamb had reached out for a first down, and they called it that wasn't a first down. He didn't challenge it. It was clear. CeeDee Lamb had the ball over the line. It should have been a first down, but he did not challenge. He went for on fourth down and our own territory, and with some stupid ass rollout play with an unathletic quarterback in Cooper Rush rolling out to the right and throwing to a rookie tight end. Bad play calling right there. Stupid decision to go for it in that moment. And it's a stupid decision not to challenge it. That's what I'm saying. It was Mike McCarthy just again messing it up. And like Jeremy Miller said, penalties. Again, not addressing the penalties because we keep getting the same old crap. Just committing too many penalties, and that's on Mike McCarthy. Just not doing his job.
Hey, Caleb, you know who's not stupid?
Who's that?
People watching this show who end up hitting that subscribe button, guys. Subscribe to the channel. It really, that's all I ask for is subscribe for us, liking and subscribe. But if you want to add a little bit more support, have your comment show up on the screen, by the way. You can go at www.streamlabs.com/LGR Network. If a little bit more support, all I ask for, subscribe and like. If you want to add a little bit more support, donate at that Streamlabs. Continue, Caleb. And to help Caleb overcome the stupidity of Mike McCarthy.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you should have more prepared for what the Eagles were gonna look like. He should have prepared for the not committing penalties. Just bad preparation for this game. And that's why we lost. That's pretty much it. I mean, Mike McCarthy is just again messing up for us, and he's got to do better if we're gonna keep along in the division. But like I said, overall, Cooper Rush did his job. He got us 4 wins. That's pretty much all we can ask from him. All these stupid ass people talking about quarterback controversy and I want Cooper Rush in there. Y'all were stupid, and I told y'all you were stupid. Because he's not as good as Dak, and he was never as good as Dak. Just because we weren't winning because of him, we were winning because of their defense. And now you saw when he had to go out there, and it was all on him to go out there and play good, score points. He couldn't do it. He threw 3 picks, and that's why we lost. So yeah, I was saying that the whole time. I thought we'd still win if he played clean football and he wasn't going to turn over do what he'd been doing, turn over the ball, not make us lose. We could have won that way. But of course he didn't play that way. He didn't play well. Therefore we lost.
Yep. Pretty much. Yeah. Cause that's what Cooper Rush, that's what you have to have. You want a clean game from Cooper Rush. He's going to win you games. Cause he doesn't lose you the game. He wins the game, but not losing you the game. The 3 interceptions really threw you guys back, gave him short fields, and that was it. End of discussion. That's what it happens. Because at the end of the day, the defense is still human, and if you keep constantly giving the opposing team a short field every single time, any great defense will give up that. It happens all the time. It happens all the time. Great defenses look sloggy when their offense is not very good. You know how many defenses were screwed over because their offense couldn't generate anything, couldn't sustain drives? That's what Cooper Rush was doing, Caleb, like we were talking about. He sustained drives. Drives were sustained. You had a couple of third down conversions. If you punted, you probably punted at the 40 or the 50. Probably, did a long field goal here and there, but you sustained drive. You had time of possession. With them having time of possession, Micah Parsons, I had his name right. I had his name right last week. I said his name right. Now I don't know how to say his name.
Osa Odigizua.
Osa Odigizua. Yeah, he's on the sideline relaxing. Neville Gallimore, DeMarcus Lawrence, Sam Williams. They're all rested. And then you have the linebackers, Leighton Vander Esch, Jabril Cox, Anthony Barr, and then you have the 8 million safeties that Dan Quinn deploys. Pick your runt of the litter, and they're on the sideline relaxing because drives are being sustained. But then when you're turning the ball over and you have short field left over and over, you're gonna get scored on. It happens, and it is what it is. Anything else, Caleb?
Yeah, I mean, overall, I mean, I'm not like so disappointed in this loss. We're still right there in the thick of it in the divisional race. Doesn't put us out too far. Yeah, we're third. Like I said, I do believe next time we see them in Dallas, we're gonna beat them. I mean, I really do believe that we're gonna beat them. I don't fear this team. This team is not that great to me. I definitely think they're beatable, and I think
is Dak 8-1 against the Eagles?
Yeah, pretty sure because the last, exactly. These arrogant ass Eagles fans and Nick Sirianni saying, "How about them Eagles? Oh, congratulations! You beat Cooper Rush, and the last time you beat us, you beat Ben DiNucci. So I mean, come on.
That's the game he got injured, right? Dak got injured that game. Then they had to put DiNucci in.
No, he got hurt in the Giants game.
Was that the ankle?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sure, yeah.
Yeah, but
hey man, look at it, bro. Hey,
because Andy Dalton was hurt, so DiNucci had to go in and
because Andy ended up getting the concussion the following week, right? Got hurt the following week. Then you had to, the Nooch. I miss you, Ben DiNucci. Where are you? I miss you.
Yeah, so that's the last two Eagles wins over the Cowboys: DiNucci and Cooper Rush. Okay.
Yeah. Unlike the Giants, who beat Tony Romo. We beat Tony Romo. Or is it we have beaten Dak, have we? Have we beaten Dak?
I mean, not since the first year, not since his rookie year.
Yo, he can't be he's undefeated against us?
Since his rookie year.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Okay. Can't wait till we beat y'all on Thanksgiving.
Oh, but you're not.
Well, we are. We're gonna come in. This is your day, right? It's you and the Lions. You and the Lions have taken over this day. Mm-hmm. Guess what's gonna happen? I'm gonna be eating the turkey.
Oh, really?
Big boy, I'm gonna be eating the turkey. Yeah. I'm gonna be marching. You know what? Actually, I'm spending Thanksgiving at work, I think. Damn. Oh man.
Oh, it sounds fun.
It sounds horrible. Shoot, man. You know what? I want to go to Thanksgiving. I may have to rethink my plans. All right. Shit, I hope I don't work on Thanksgiving. But that's all from our Cowboys fan resident here. It was a tough loss. It's a divisional loss, and it's the Eagles' loss. Those losses always sting a little more because I mean, if you lose to like the Vikings, you're like, it's the Vikings. Fuck them. Who cares? But like the Eagles, man, losing to the Eagles just hurts. I hate it. I remember when we were losing to the Eagles with like Carson Wentz, and I'm like, we're better than Daniel Jones is better than Carson Wentz. I said that. I once time I said that. Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Whatever. Jeremy, you can whatever you want, Jeremy. Whatever. That was the young Giants team. All right, that's true. You beat us. It is. I'm not denying it. You guys beat us. Yep. Shout out to Bruce Banner. Told y'all Russell's gonna give the Broncos buyer's remorse. You damn right he is.
He did say that.
Right.
He did say that.
Yep. Maybe it is. I also think like his shoulder injury. Did anyone know about that?
Yeah, I think that's just an excuse, honestly.
Probably. You think so? That him stinking? Yeah, shout out to Brodney.
I think it's just an excuse.
Yeah, you think
he's just not playing well.
Yeah.
It's just a bad coach, bad quarterback combination over there.
Yeah, I don't. Nathaniel, you want to talk about the racism in the NFL? Cliff Kingsbury and Nathaniel Hackett being head coaches is prime example. Just point that out. Prime example. But you know who made the right choice in head coach during the hiring cycle? The New York Giants. Hit it, King Julian.
I sure did.
All hail the New York Giants!
Yeah, baby. Madagascar, baby.
Donation?
Yeah, we did get a donation. Shout out to Noah. Noah, let's do it again. Noah, what up, fellas? Hope all is well. Congrats on the dub, Ferris. As for Caleb, hashtag fly, Eagles fly. Peace be with y'all. Hashtag Ravens flock. Hashtag LB for life. Question mark? Why'd you put a question mark? Why did you put a question mark? I don't know why you had it's LBHT crew for life question mark. Is it
not for life?
Is it not for life? No. Why are you putting a question mark? Hey, don't mind Noah, Caleb, because Noah's actually a Detroit Lions fan.
Oh wow.
So that's fine.
Sad.
Yeah, it's true. Sad boy Noah. See, it was a PR stunt with the shoulder. Don't believe the hype. People are comparing Mike Tomlin versus Todd Bowles. Yeah, it is what it is. Shout out to What Up Noah. What Up Noah? Man, Noah, make sure you like and subscribe. But yes, I hope you guys like that new soundbite I had. I found that in the movie The Madagascar. It's wonderful. It's let's do it one more time.
All hail the New York Giants.
Yeah. And then shout out to Lawrence Taylor.
Hey, baby, let's go out there like a bunch of crazy dogs and have some fun.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I had some fun. Let me tell you why I had some fun, Caleb. Let me tell you why.
Mm-hmm.
Throughout the entire week, we know Ravens fans, right? Especially this one Ravens fan goes by the name of Tony Hendo. Ravens online on Gatekeepers, talking smack all week. Talking smack. And then has the audacity to say the reason he talks smack was that I was talking smack. Even though I didn't really talk smack. I just said we're gonna win. Like basic stuff. Like, of course I'm gonna say I'm gonna win. You know what I mean? I'm a delusional Giants fan, remember? So that's what they keep calling me, right? I'm a delusional. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm crazy, right? I didn't mean the question mark. God damn it, Ferris, just accept the damn donation. I accept it, but I just do you accept it? That's the question you need to ask it. We play y'all. Yeah. We play y'all in 2 weeks. Ferris, easy dub for you. Absolutely, it is easy dub. You know what? No, because I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna show y'all the next 4 weeks.
I mean, are any of your wins easy? I don't feel like any of your wins have been easy.
Nah, they've all been coming from behind wins.
Yeah,
like, we've literally.
I want to say easy dub.
Yeah, no, like shoot, they may be up 17-0 by halftime, and we may win 2017. So it is what it is. It could be possible that because literally, like every single one of our victories, we've been trailing by halftime. Week 1, trailed by halftime. Week 2, by halftime. We lost in week 3 to you. Week 4 and week 5. Week 6. We're 5-1. Every win, all 5 wins, been trailed by halftime. We haven't had a lead for we haven't led from start to finish. We haven't. And this is primarily due to we don't have the dudes. Literally, we don't have the dudes. Our starting wide receivers, Caleb, are Marcus Johnson, David Sills, Richie James, and Darius Slayton. Who? Caleb.
What?
Who? Yes. Who?
Yeah.
Who? Yes, Snoop Dogg. Who? No offense to Richie James. No offense to Marcus Johnson. David Sills. I've known David Sills for the past 6 years. Every year he's on the practice squad. Every year they cut him, and every year he comes back. It's annoying. Wan'Dale Robinson came back this week. Actually, it was his first game back from week 1. Actually had a couple of plays. I believe he had a touchdown catch. He had 3 catches, 37 yards, and a touchdown catch. One of them was a big 3rd down conversion. I think it was 17 yards through the middle of the field, by the way. So he ran through the middle of the field. People, like, when we drafted him, I was like, why did we draft Wan'Dale Robinson? I don't understand. And then I realized, and I looked back at some of his tape, the man had 105 catches for 1,187 yards and like 7 touchdowns in the SEC. Okay, if I tell you a wide receiver did that in the SEC, what do you think of that wide receiver? Not even Wan'Dale Robinson. I give you a receiver that had that stat line in the SEC. What do you think?
Yeah, pretty good.
That's pretty damn good.
Well, I mean, maybe not now, because after that Tennessee-Alabama game, I mean, any receiver can look good.
Yeah, well, the SEC stopped playing defense. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. But yeah, so literally, we're out coaching people. That's it. Like the Ravens had the best player on the field. He's number 8. They had the best tight end on the field, Mark Andrews. They overall I would say when I think about it, I was like, well, are they better than us overall? But then I started thinking about it. Receiver wise, it's kind of a wash. Do you pick Devin Duvernay over Marcus Johnson or Darius Slayton or Richie James? Speaking of Ravens fans, no, they wouldn't. They see them all the same. James Prochet didn't play. Josh Oliver had 2 catches for 20 yards, and people are looking at Josh Oliver like, ooh, Josh Oliver. It's like, even though, like, yeah. Whatever. Even though one of them was not a catch. I'll point that out. So we're out coaching teams. Every team we've beaten has had their top end talent is probably better than us, but overall, we're playing as a better unit. We have individual people that are finally meshing and growing. Dexter Lawrence, Kayvon Thibodeau finally got his first sack. Leonard Williams, Xavier McKinney, Julian Love. Dane Belton's been playing pretty good. Jihad Ward, I love when they swap Jihad Ward and O'Shane Zimenez. There's a good rotation on the defensive line for the Giants. It's Jihad, O'Shane, Kayvon Thibodeau, and then in the middle you had Leonard Williams, Dexter Lawrence, then Nick Williams. Then you have Justin Ellis. Unfortunately, we put DJ Davis on the IR this week. Which is really sad. But here's the thing: we ran the ball. That's what we did. We ran the ball. But the problem is, that's all we can do. But here's the thing: the reason sometimes yardage is misleading. The Ravens had long drives. Every time we would punt the ball. Shout out to Jamie Gilliman, our punter, the Scottish Hammer. He would pin them in their own 20-10. He was pinning them constantly throughout the entire game, pinning them there, and they had to do long drives to score. And they had a couple of long drives. That's why they doubled us in yardage. They had 406 to 238, like almost doubled us because of their long drives they had to do. When we scored, it was always on like short fields. When we scored our 2 touchdowns, it was short fields. So the yardage is kind of misleading. Also, too, on that touchdown run by Kenyon Drake, you know how easy it was? It was like easy, right? It was easy. The Giants had 10 people on the field. They were missing a guy. The Giants were missing a guy. So then Kenyon Drake waltzed into the end zone, and then Xavier McKinney, there's this video of Xavier McKinney's like, wait, that was really easy. What happened? He starts counting how many people are on the field. He's like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We were missing a guy. We were missing a guy. So that's why they scored that touchdown. We were missing a guy, So that's the thing about it, Caleb. Halftime adjustments. Dan Orlovsky said this. We have beaten Mike LaFleur, John Harbaugh, Mike Vrabel. Those 3 guys. And then the fourth, I don't know who the fourth coach was. Who was it? Who did we beat last week? We beat Mike LaFleur, Mike Vrabel, Matt Rule, Matt Eberflus. So the coaches that are deemed good coaches, LaFleur,
those aren't very good coaches.
No, not Rule and Eberflus. Screw them. Yeah, he did. I'm focusing on the positives, Rodney. I'm gonna focus on the positives. And then I'll get into the negatives. So Harbaugh, LaFleur, Vrabel, those 3 coaches, we've outscored their teams in the second half, 55-19. That's halftime adjustments. That's what that is. It's halftime adjustments. It's in the moment realizing that we're messing up somewhere, and let's readjust our strategy. That's really, and Kayvon Thibodeau, he didn't give up on the play, because defensive ends, edge rushers, they get despondent if they're not getting sacks. Like, I need to get a sack, and they get kind of mad and kind of forget their technique and their power. But he didn't. He made the biggest play. You know what I mean? The strip sack, he pokes it right out of Lamar's hands. It was a sack, a strip sack. It was phenomenal. He didn't give up on the play. People kept talking about like how much he didn't love the game. He loves the game. I'm going to keep repeating it every single week. He loves the game. He's just this modern day player who knows it's a business. The NFL coaches don't like that players now understand it's a business. Know that they can make money with football instead of they needing football to make money. They're using football to make money. He understands. He's like, he's a business man, not a businessman. I'm a businessman, not I'm a businessman. That's what Kayvon Thibodeau is. He's a business. And he realized, like, I'm a business. He's been a business since high school. So he's understood this since high school. You know what I mean? So so like he's now, imagine Azeez Ojulari finally having his calf healed. Him, Azeez, with Jihad Ward and O'Shane Zimenez rotating. Then you got Leonard and Dexter and Nick Williams rotating. We finally have a rotatable defensive line since Justin Tuck.
Rotatable?
And JPP.
Rotatable word?
Huh? What?
Rotatable word?
Rotatable? Yeah.
Sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I mean, shut up. All right, it is rotatable. You can rotate. Rotatable.
Rotatable. Okay.
Yeah. Wan'Dale Robinson, let's focus on him, man. A touchdown pass. And now, unsung hero. I want to point out every week I'm going to sing this man's praises. Tight end, number 82, Daniel Bellinger. I remember when we drafted him out of San Diego State. I liked that pick. We drafted him like in the 5th round, I think. And I'm like, I love this pick. I love Daniel Bellinger because I watched him at San Diego State. I knew he was a very good blocker at San Diego State. I knew he could do vertical routes very good at San Diego State. You know what I mean? I'm the wacko that watches Mountain West football. You know? I actually watch you, Nelvin, sometimes. Sometimes I want to
wacko. It's great football.
No, it's not. It hasn't been great football in many years. Watching Hawaii at like 8 o'clock. Watching Fresno State, Boise State, Nevada. So I knew about Daniel, and I was like, I like this pick. Let's see if he flourishes. And he's our best receiver. He is. And Daniel Jones finds him every single time he's open. That touchdown pass where he came up and crossed it, right? He didn't overextend the play, Caleb. He found the hole in the zone, kind of stopped and shuffled a little. Boom, touchdown, because he sat right in the hole. Because sometimes when you're running and you're just running and the QB hasn't passed it to you, you kind of overextend the route. And he didn't overextend the route. He kind of found the hole between the two people, sat right there. Boom, touchdown. And that's what happened. And guess what? He didn't drop it. Boom, right there. Caught it. You know, I haven't seen many drops from him. You know, and like in the plays he doesn't catches, the ball was uncatchable. It was like either too low, too high. When it's right here between the numbers and it's right here, he catches it. He catches it in the first window. Famously, Chris Carter broke down the 3 windows of catching. First window, second window, third window. You want to always catch the ball in the first window where you have hands, eyes on the hand. Second window, you're like this. You're kind of side-eyeing it. And third window, you're like, oh snap, I messed up. So he's always catching it in the first window of receiving, you know, and that's what I like about him. But now, enough of the positives. I'm happy about it. There's a bunch of negatives in this game. Mark Andrews.
That you guys keep getting lucky.
I just literally told you it's all halftime adjustments, and you're not listening to me. We're out coaching people.
I just see a bunch of lucky ass plays. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, you're just salty that your team lost to the Eagles. How about you zip it, sir? You know what I mean? Winners are talking. All right.
Well, I'm just saying.
Winners. I
mean, Lamar Jackson just happens to just play like crap for the fourth quarter and just happens to throw a shitty ass ball and then fumbles it on the next drive. Yeah. It's not our fault that we got to him real quick too. Sometimes the bad snap, the defensive line doesn't get to the quarterback. Quarterback can pick it up. It just happens to have a bad snap, and that's not
because we blitzed him.
Mm-hmm.
We blitzed, and he threw that ball, and we picked it off. Julian Love could have dropped the interception. Well, Julian Love could have dropped the interception. He didn't drop it. He caught it.
Up your asses and
we're out coaching people. All right, you're just jealous that we have a good coach and you don't. All right. Let me just say this. All right. It's hard to call it out coaching when the Ravens choke week after week. They didn't choke last week, Jeremy. What are you talking about? They're 3-3 and they're first in their division. And it can't be just the Ravens. We've out coached 4 other people. He's out coached Mark Vrabel, John Harbaugh, Mike LaFleur. We shut down Aaron Rodgers in the second half of the London game. So before you spewing off out your mouth, watch some games. He probably is, unfortunately, but it is what it is. That. You know, because here's the thing. Like I said a couple weeks ago, Caleb, you can win a Super Bowl with people like Daniel Jones. Just build the roster.
Why would you extend him? Why would you not just franchise tag him?
No, you're probably gonna franchise tag him, probably, or you give him like a mini extension, like what they did with Ryan Tannehill in Tennessee. But you realize you can win Super Bowls with people like Daniel Jones because Trent Dilfer has a Super Bowl. You just build the roster. Okay, just build the roster. That's all you got to do. But now the negatives. Mark Andrews was eating whatever he wanted in that game. Whatever he wanted, he got. I think he used his size very well because Julian Love and Dane Belton were being swapped out to guard him. And then I think the touchdown pass, he was being guarded by Fabian Monroe. They're small DBs. They're not very big DBs. All right. We have our safeties are pretty small. You know, I think tallest safety we got is Xavier McKinney at 6'3", and that's it. Dane Belton's like 6'1", Julian Love is 6'1", and Mark Andrews is 6'6", 6'7", or I think 6'5", 6'6", and he used this size. And you know what? We got lucky in the end zone where he dropped that ball. It was right in his hands. He dropped it. That's luck. I agree with you. That one was luck. They should have had a touchdown right there. But it is what it is. So that's where Wink Martindale needs to realize. Also, too, he was getting a lot of free releases off the line. Free releases. He would just run. You know, and then they kind of adjusted and jammed him. And they jammed him. And they didn't allow him to get no free releases, but it kind of got to the point where it was like it's a little too late. He's eating us up. And then the run game, they gashed us. They had 211 yards. They averaged 7 yards a play. It was beyond insane. Lamar Jackson averaged, 11 yards a carry. Understandable. That's fine. It's Lamar Jackson. Kenyon Drake averaged 12 yards a carry. 12 yards a carry. 10 carries, 119, 12 yards a carry, basically. 11.9, if you want to be more specific. That can't happen again. We had Leonard Williams back this week. It's his first week back from the knee injury, so he's probably a little knee rusty. But next week, if I see the same thing, it's going to be a constant problem because we didn't do this against the Packers. The Packers didn't do this to us. The Tennessee Titans didn't do this. We made Derrick Henry earn those yards. They had to give him an abundance amount of carries to get that much yardage. Kenyon Drake had 10 carries. And he got 119 yards? No. You got run defense is all about pride and wanting to stop the run. Getting a sack is getting a sack because that's what everybody wants. Wanting to run block, it takes a special type of thing. Jeremy, go fuck yourself. All right. You're 4-2. All right. You're 4-2. We're 5-1. You're third in the division. All right. Zip it. You lost to the Eagles.
We still beat you.
We'll see you on Thanksgiving then, sucker. You know what? Okay. We'll see it. You know.
We'll show you when we have Dak back how bad it be.
Guess what? We're gonna win. Y'all gonna be searching for this.
I want me some glory hole.
Still searching for the glory hole. That's all I gotta say. But yes, our run defense was not very good. Our safeties got abused by Mark Andrews. You know, and here's the thing: they can't put a linebacker on him because he likes blitzing his linebackers. So they're not coverage linebackers. They're just we're roaming and hitting people. So that's why he uses the safeties. There's one point where he had 3 safeties on the field, and it's kind of weird, wonky alignment. So one time he had 3 people over the center. He had 3 people over the center. So like he had somebody, then someone behind him, then somebody behind him, and they all rushed in one direction, and one peeled off, and it was kind of weird. So it is what it is. All right. But yeah, Giants outcoached John Harbaugh. We won because of superior coaching. They had the best player on the field, in Lamar Jackson. They should have beat us, but they didn't because their coach let them down.
Yeah.
All right, Caleb. Now let's preview.
I thought it was going to be a close game. That's why having picked them on betting the NFL, that was one of my picks. I picked the Giants with the points. I still thought the Ravens were going to win by a field goal, but obviously they just won outright. So, I still believed in them to at least keep close. I didn't think it was going to be like a blowout like the odds makers were making it out to be.
I mean, that may happen because there are 3 wild cards now. It could be the 3 teams. Could be. All right, Caleb. Now let's preview. Next week we got. Shout to Blogging with the Boys. This is where I got the schedule from Blogging with the Boys. Next week, you got the Detroit Lions. Is this the week Dak comes back?
It looks like. He was in pregame before the Eagles game. He was throwing the ball. He looked good. Looked just like he could have played that game. But I guess they just obviously they wanted him with a full week of practice. He did not have that last week, so that's why they didn't play him. I think he will have a full week of practice going into this game, and he will start. And Cooper Rush time is over. Dak Prescott will be back, and the Lions are coming off their bye week. So they have a couple weeks to prepare for this game, but obviously they're also coming off from an embarrassing loss against the Patriots. They got shut out 29-0, and that was a crazy loss for them considering the Lions. Yeah, against a rookie. We all know their Lions defense is horrible. But it was surprising to see that the Lions offense wasn't scoring any points, because they usually do. That's they may give up a lot of points, but they do score a lot of points as well. And they
may give up 30, but they're scoring 40.
Yeah, but that's why it was crazy to see that they just got completely shut out. They couldn't do anything. So I think if we can take some of what the Patriots defense did, I think we can
probably were
hold their offense as well, because I still believe in Dan Quinn. I still believe in this defense. We still got a good pass rushers, and we're going to get after the quarterback. And this is a quarterback that is not very mobile, and Jared Goff, I think we can get after him. So I think we'll get a lot of pressure on him, and we'll be back to form, back to the way our defense has been playing. Like I said, as long as they don't exploit our run defense, we got to make an effort, a concerted effort to stop Jamal Williams. And I don't even know if Swift is back or not, but it looks like Williams is the lead back for them. So as long as we take care of him, I don't think it'll be much of a problem to hold their offense off. And like I said, their defense is terrible. So this is a great week for Dak to come back and knock the rust off. So even if he does, it's a little shaky first, I think he'll still be able to rebound by halftime and have a good game against them, considering they don't really have a great secondary. I think our receivers can take advantage of that. They'll begin open enough for him. So and hopefully Schultz will be back, because definitely Dak loves to throw to Dalton Schultz. So hopefully he'll
because Cooper Rush doesn't.
No, he does not.
Has been screwing me over.
So hopefully we'll get that connection going back. That's very effective for us. We'll get a short passing game going again, and we'll just grind out like that, and he'll be able to make some easy throws against this bad Detroit Lions secondary. Just overall, they're a bad team. They're 1-4 for a reason. So I don't see why we shouldn't win this game. It's in Dallas as well. So we should just take and it's a get back game. We just lost on Sunday night in front of everybody against a divisional rival. I mean, the coaches are going to be after them. The players are going to be motivated to get back right back on track. They'll be motivated by Dak coming back. They're going to want to take all their frustration out from this week on the Lions, and the Lions are just that perfect team to take it out on.
All right. Perfect. All right. So I think you guys do win. It's the Lions. They have no defense. So I think you guys are going to win. Yep. Now the Giants schedule. The Giants schedule right here after the Ravens. So.
I mean, can we just go look at your schedule going forward? I mean, yeah, it's pretty goddamn easy.
It is, because last year we won. This is how the NFL does it. Like, bad teams the year prior play bad teams the next year. And
because we were going over the schedule, and even before, you guys went 5-1 before the season. I think during this stretch we were going win. Even I was saying win.
Yeah. So
during this stretch,
these 4 games right here before the next Dallas game is Jacksonville. Apparently at Jacksonville, Caleb, the NFL Power Index that ESPN uses gave us a 20% chance of beating Jacksonville, but then gave us only 26% chance of beating Dallas, which one is not like the other. We're beating Jacksonville, okay? We're beating them. All right, we're gonna beat the Seahawks because of one reason: is their offense. Their engine that drives their offense is their 2 wide receivers, Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf. All right. That is it. Kenneth Walker is going to be their starting running back going forward because Rashard Penny ended up getting hurt. So I think we beat them. And then Houston's Houston. Guess you know why they're going to lose? Because we're not the Indianapolis Colts. Because every year they tend to beat the Colts here and there, which throws me off.
And
but they lose to everybody else.
They beat the Jaguars too.
Well, no, in their division, they beat their division mates for some odd apparent reason. Their division they love to beat up on, but everyone else they're allergic to winning. They don't beat anybody else but their division. Every year they have 2 to 3 wins, and 2 to 3 wins are always what? Indianapolis, Jacksonville, and one other team. That's always what it is. So we're beating Jacksonville and we're beating Houston. So that's 2 wins. So we have 7 wins already. We're beating Detroit because Detroit has no defense, like we've been talking about it. They have no defense. They have no defense. You know? So we're beating them. And no offense, Houston has Lovie Smith and Detroit has Dan Campbell and Jacksonville has Doug Peterson. Doug Peterson, I like him as a coach. The man won a Super Bowl with Nick Foles. All right? That's what you call a coaching job. All right? So he's a coach that I can be like, "Oh, this is where the coaching, like, can you outcoach him? You know, outcoaching Matt Rule, how hard is that? Outcoaching Mike McCarthy, how hard is that? Outcoaching Matt Eberflus.
I mean, you didn't do that, so apparently it is really hard for you guys.
Well, that was talent deficiency. That's different.
Oh, was it?
Y'all have studs, okay? Y'all have studs. Okay, Matt Rule, Matt Eberflus, how hard is it? Outcoaching Matt LaFleur, though, that was pretty impressive. In the second half against Aaron Rodgers, impressive.
Was that great, coach?
Matt LaFleur?
Is that great? I mean,
he's good. He's good. I'm not calling him great, but he's good. The man's won 12 games his first 14 years in his entire career.
He beat up on the Bears and Lions.
You beat who you're in front of.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, there's like 4 wins right there.
Yeah. Oh well, speaking of the Ravens, like Ravens fans, they've hung out John Harbaugh to die on the cross multiple times. So I guess outcoaching him isn't that impressive either, I guess, according to them. But yeah, I think we beat Jacksonville. We beat Jacksonville because here's the thing, like it's a 2-game road stand. We're going to Jacksonville, then we go to Houston, then we go to Seattle. I think we win. I personally think we win. My own opinion. I think we can go 4-0 if we want to, barring anything major horribly happens. I think we go into the Cowboys game 9-1.
9-1.
9-1 going into Dallas.
9-1
going. I think so. I think we're gonna go 9-1 going into Dallas.
I kind of think so too. Even though I don't even believe in your team. I don't even believe your team. Like I said, I think y'all lucky. So, but you are coached well. I'm not gonna take that away. But you are getting lucky as hell with some of these wins. But even I think, I think you can beat all those teams.
Shoot, imagine that, man. Like, it's like, let's go to your schedule, right? The second Giants game. What's that? It's the week 12, right? So you're 4-2 right now, right? And we're 5-1.
Yep.
So win.
We can beat the Lions and Bears.
Okay, so that's.
I mean, Packers are looking like crap.
So that's 1, 2, 3. That's
Vikings. That can go either way. Go either way.
The Vikings can go either way. So either you're gonna be 7-3 or 8-2, and we're gonna be 9-1. Dude, imagine that on Thanksgiving, 2 of the most popular fan bases in pro football, like pro football, one's 9-1, one's 8-2 or 7-3. Last year's game against the Raiders did gangbusters because it was a great game. If this game is like the Monday night game was pretty exciting to watch. You know, we lost it. I know, but it was pretty good. It was close throughout the entire match. You know, at one point I thought we were gonna win, but we didn't. But then I don't know why you thought that. Because we had a chance. We had a chance.
No, you
know,
we were 2 scores on you.
Yeah. Trap games, but is it a trap game if my team has no expectations?
Exactly.
Like,
I mean,
my team had no expectations
for
before
teams
this
that are like just steamrolling teams and they just overlook every team. I don't think the Giants can really afford to look over any team because, like I said,
Yeah.
they're just not that talented of a team. And like I said, they're
Bruce
winning by
Banner
luck,
said,
so they ain't
Seattle.
overlooking over anybody.
Yeah. So Bruce Banner said, shout out to Jared, Seattle and the Texans are trap games. You'll lose to one of them, in my opinion. Sure. If I don't think they're trap.
I mean, I think you're capable of losing to any of them.
We're capable of losing all 4 games if we think about it. But
Exactly.
I don't think we can.
You could go all. You could win all 4. Lose all 4.
We could literally lose all 4. We could be 5-5 going into Thanksgiving. Like it could be that. But here's the thing: good coaching travels. They travel, and no one it is what it is. We could be 9-1. That's what's the wild thing. We could be 9-1. That's wild. We were supposed to be 1-5 at the beginning of the season. Probably 2-4. But now we're 5-1. So we'll see. We could be 9-1 going to Thanksgiving. That's wild. That's wild to me. We could be 9-1 going into Thanksgiving. And it's gonna be a great Thanksgiving battle. So there's that.
And no, it's gonna be a slaughter. It's gonna be a massacre.
It's true. Right, Jared? It is right. Any given Sunday. We are the proof of it.
Yeah.
Any given Sunday. We are the exact proof. Any given Sunday. Any given Sunday. You're right. We could, like we said, we could go 0 for 4. We could go 0 for 4 or 4-0. One or the other. I'm like, these games are not easily winnable games. I think we win them because I believe in our coaches. Because I believe our coaches will outcoach them. Because, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, Caleb, where can people find you, my man?
You can find me at NFL Caleb 22 on Instagram and Twitter. Find me on this channel on Betting the NFL. Comes out Thursdays with my co-host Steve Weezy. Making you all money. That's what we try to do on there. And you can find my articles that go along with that show on our website at letsgetreadynetwork.com.
All right, guys, I'm Ferris Muthana. Find me at Ferris Muthana. I'm here every Monday. Good Friends, Better Rivals. Every Monday. You can find me on the channel. I'll show up. I'll show up on a show. I unannounced, planned. I'll show up. So follow the channel. Let's Get Ready Network. Like and subscribe. That's all I ask for you. That's the one thing I ask for you. I ask from you is to like and subscribe. That's all I ask. Like and subscribe. If you want to donate for more extra stuff, you can streamlabs.com/LGR network, which is on a show basis. But if you want to add a little bit more support onto that, join us at the patreon.com/LGR network. We have a multitude of tiers. I'm not gonna go and rattle them off because they're not in my mind right now. So you go check them out. You pick a tier you prefer. We have 1, 5, 10, and 15. Nothing too heavy or messy. We know people got other stuff to pay for. But we would really, if you guys want to support a little bit more extra, that's where you join. And that's pretty much it. We got a merch store. Store.letsgetreadynetwork.com. If you want to get some cool merch that we wear. Caleb got a shirt. Snark got a shirt. Adelia got a hoodie. I got a sweatshirt.
It doesn't even have the thing on there.
Yeah,
the logo on there.
Yeah. Well, you wore it a lot.
Shouldn't have put in the dryer. Don't put those shirts in the dryer.
Like hand wash them and dry them, hang them.
No,
old school.
Hang them up. Just hang them up.
Hang them up.
Just put them in the washer.
Yeah, do that. All right, guys. On that note, have a wonderful night. Stay safe. Stay cool.